report of Ferguson of the police overall because it turned out it was the crowds throwing bottles at them and the media, even though they attacked you guys. Yeah. We were still overall. I mean, we just report what really happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what fair coverage is going out and just giving your honest opinion about what you see, looking at it, filming it, documenting it, writing it down. And the fact that this guy is going to tell me, oh, well, after viewing your body of work and the people that you associate with, you know, i.e. Alex Jones, we don't want you here.
Well, that's how the White House press corps is. If you ever ask a mean question or a hard question, you're not invited back. That's how you become a whore press.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. And on to this Jade Helm thing, I have been, you know, looking into this since day one, since we broke the story. And over the past week or so, I would say, we have began to see people standing up and saying, you know what, we're going to do a counter Jade Helm operation. We're going to stand up and do what we can to go out there and essentially try our best to point out these guys who are, you know, going to be doing these operations. These are former Special Forces, Navy SEAL, Delta guys who are willing to go out there and counter this whole operation. I think that's great. But another thing we talked about off air, you know, it's going to be infiltrations, of course. Stuff like that will happen. People will try to go in there, sabotage this movement. But there's
well, yeah, I mean, they'll claim they're with us, and I've seen them try to set a fire in Brooksville and blame me.
Yeah.
I had to stomp the fire out and then get the guy to stop doing it.
I mean, you know the story is huge. You know this is something that's real when you're getting a large amount of people to finally just get up off their butt.
I was about to say, this may be something bigger the way they freaked out about it. We always report on these. Yeah. Why are they freaking out so bad?
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're hitting us from every angle. You know, every news source out
Maybe it's bigger than we thought. I mean, why do you think they're freaking out?
I mean, like I said, that one guy that I know that worked in PSYOPs at SOCOM, the one that he said that, hey, you're messing up our PSYOP, he also said that this is a much bigger story as well.
He said PSYOP to you.
Yeah. I mean, he said, you're not even seeing the entire picture of what this really is. And he wouldn't go into any further details. I mean, it could be a lot bigger than what we think it is. But these different...
It is huge. It is one of the...
These different operations are launching all over the U.S. These small little...
and they're launching in other than the 10 states. It's not just there.
Like you said, it's almost like a, hey, look at this. We'll bring reporters to this operation. But for some reason, they're not launching any kind of thing like, all right, you guys, come out here, get a press pass, come to this Jade Helm. They're doing it between the hours of 12 and 4 a.m., which, honestly, that's when you go out and do shady stuff. You know, they're going out, flying in helicopters, performing snatch and grabs. I mean, this is out of control. And it's great that we're going to get awake veterans who have this kind of training in special operations, in PSYOP, in all of this, to be able to go out and try to call these people out and say, you know what?
I agree. Let me ask you a question. If they pull guns on me and Mike Hansen in San Antonio and try to set fires in Florida and blame us, and that was under Clinton, what's going to happen if they try that on former Special Forces people? This could get nasty. Yeah. I mean, because if they do that to me, who they know is nonviolent and is nice, where do they get off thinking they can do that in America?
You know, if it gets to that point, I think, like you said, the 1776 will commence. People will, everything will flip over. And I think that a lot of people will start waking up.
Well, that could be the PSYOP, too. They could be hoping to stir this up, and they knew that we'd report on it. And they now countering us, gives it more attention, and then it blows up, and then something goes wrong. Or they could false flag us, Joe, and claim patriots attacked them.
Yeah, and blame it all on us. Just because we brought this to the surface.
Well, they keep telling police for about 6 years, you will be attacked by veterans. You will be IED. The Civil War is coming. And there's no evidence of a Civil War.
Well, the funny thing is all these sheriffs in all these towns in Texas are coming out with the same script answer. Well, we think this is going to be a very good exercise for the military. We support the military and all their operations, and we want to welcome them to Texas. I mean, I've already read like 5 different sheriffs throughout Texas.
That lets you know it's all scripted.
Yeah, it's the same, just boring answer every time. Scripted, BS, no, it didn't come from them. Someone handed them a piece of paper and they just went off of it. It's a joke. They know that something's going on. These guys are trying to help out.
Well, why do they call Texas and all these places hostile? It's like they meant to punch our buttons. Again, folks, we don't know all the answers. We're just wargaming what's happening here. But more and more, I think this may be bigger than we thought. It may actually be bad.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, there's supposed to be a website that's going to be launched as well where people can post videos of people that they, you know, call out as spec ops that are walking through their towns. People are going to be posting videos, pictures, and all this kind of stuff for this operation. You know, myself, I'm willing to go out there as well.
Well, we're going to create a hotline and a special email, jadehelm@infowars.com. It's not live yet, jadehelm@infowars.com. And we don't have a big crew here, but we'll try to be a clearinghouse to send us videos, intel, reports. If you got family that are police and they say the big drill, where helicopters are going to attack government buildings or something is, happening in 2 nights, let us know, and then we'll be pre-placed there to get it on tape. I've done that once before. That's when they pulled guns on us, though.
Well, the weird thing is, though, is, the military's coming at us. Army Times, the military websites, all that are coming after us, saying that we're basically like anti-military. But the funny thing is the people who are willing to stand up and actually see what's going on are all former veterans who fought for their country, who bled for their country, who had friends die in combat fighting for the freedom of speech.
And they know this is, in fact, what are the veterans in these groups saying? Why are they upset about Jade Helm? What are they saying it is?
Because they say they see what it is. They can see behind the curtain. Just like when you read that document when we first broke it.
It says it's to win our hearts and minds in America.
Yeah, it's all BS. It's the same propaganda we push over in theater, in combat. It's the same crap that we use over there. They're bringing it from Afghanistan, and they're trying to install it here in America.
Wow, this is huge. I want to hear what they're saying when we come back, and your phone calls.
We've all heard the news stories. Another shooting, and they're getting worse. That's why Infidel Body Armor introduces Infidel Fridays, exclusive 24-hour insider deals to save you money and possibly save your life. Make it a favorite when you log on to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Then be sure to visit each and every Infidel Friday to get special insider pricing, but for 24 hours only. That's InfidelBodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Aging starts at the cellular level. When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries. During that period, key patented compounds have focused on mitochondrial growth, nerve growth, and rejuvenation. But no one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. We now have the synergistic solution, DNA Force, just one of the key compounds. BioPQQ is backed by major clinical studies and over 175 PubMed-listed published studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness: the phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it, and that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.
Just like Uber is bringing taxi companies that are corrupt and out of control to their knees all over the country. Most big taxi companies are mafia-controlled in major cities. That's been in 60 Minutes. They can't deal with Uber. Uber's got its own problems, its own globalist head. But Joe Biggs was just saying there in the break, oh, a cop got caught stealing somebody's rent money on tape. How do they get away with this, and how do they think they're going to get away with it? It's the same thing. Technology has all these unforeseen things that the establishment thinks it's going to do one thing, it's going to do another. And they can't stop us from exposing what's happening. And it's not going to happen. I'm going to go to Overdrive and talk to David in Louisiana, Kevin in California, and others. Joe Biggs finishing up. You're going to be reporting on this on the Nightly News tonight. And we're going to have our reporters, Jakari and others, looking to deploy out there with Darren McBreen and others to different areas as this unfolds. But as you said, there are snatch and grab drills going on in Florida, going on all over. It came out in mainstream news in Minneapolis, St. Paul, that there's a secret relationship with the Army and the local police department that they wanted kept secret. They're using anti-terrorism as the pretext to condition everyone to accept this. And just finishing up, what are the special ops former people saying? They're just seeing through this and are upset?
Well, Jade Helm is they live. When you're in the military, it's almost like you're issued a pair of those glasses because they assume that when they bring you into their, elite group that you're going to always be on their side and just follow orders and not go against the narrative that they want. So we've all gotten out. We've seen behind the curtain. We've got the glasses. So when we showed that document that SOCOM put out, we could clearly see the true meaning behind it.
Well, it double talks.
Yeah. Well, it's for the regular civilian people who don't have the They Live glasses on. They just see, oh, this is a neat, trendy, cool little exercise. Yay, America, cool. What they don't see is the underlying meaning behind it in the word usage and all that, how it's put together. Spec Op guys see that, they understand it, and they know that what is happening is complete and total BS. There's more to what the military's saying, and there's proof because they're attacking us. If it was nothing at all whatsoever, they would do nothing at all. They would brush it off, but it keeps getting talked about. Everyone.
That's right. And they'd wait and then run PR drills and say, oh, look, it was friendly decontamination drills at the local high school. Alex is full of bull.
And the fact that we're covering this story, now they're going to block us from going and reporting on these exercises. This is a direct reflection of our reporting on Jade Helm, I bet. The fact that this California National Guard captain is going to block us from going there. I mean, it's ridiculous. They know we're over the target, and they're scared to have someone like us who goes out and actually gives factual reporting to be on their property. This is just the craziest world. I never thought when I was in combat fighting for my country that I would come home to a country that is just so far gone. But
well, the crooks are scared, and they want to get the military to fight the American people, and we're here trying to have an open debate about this because it's not going to happen if we have a debate. We need to arrest George Soros and the Clintons and the New World Order crowd and Jamie Dimon.
Yeah, and stop making action figures of Hillary Clinton, for God's sake.
Well, I mean, they've all engaged in the derivatives fraud. Larry Summers, everybody. Let's not let the crooks take us to the next level, folks. We've already gone far enough down this rat hole. I mean, don't we agree it's time to turn around? Yep. I mean, they're saying veterans are the enemy and a civil war is coming. Really, military? Really, PSYOPs? You're going to go along with this?
I mean, I can't even get surgery on my knee or my foot. Yeah, they don't want me to get better. They want my problems to get worse, and they want every other veteran out in America.
And tell folks what happened to your knee and your leg.
Well, my ACL is completely severed. I have no ACL now. I've had so many x-rays, it's just gone, and now my MCL is starting to tear as well.
So I know they put it all... Was that from mortars or the IED or what?
That was in a rollover, my knee. My foot caught under the gas pedal and snapped out. So that happened. Foot, I have ligaments and bone cracked through here. The Army performed surgery on my foot, and it was so crappy that when I went to the VA, the doctor actually did something right that time. He pulled up the x-ray and he goes, oh my God, it's still pretty much broken. So all they've done...
Well, Joe, we're going to cover it all more. I'm going to go into Overdrive and take some calls. Great job. Let's get on this right now. We ought to do a whole report on them not giving you treatment. How many times have you been there and refused treatment? Like,
for a couple of years.
Wow. Well, yeah, there you go. Introducing Secret 12, the new InfoWars Life vitamin B12 formulation. Secret 12 is a binary of nutrimedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin. Secret 12 is simply taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Secure your revolutionary Secret 12 formula right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market. Extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules. You will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.